I'm Broughton Smirsky, and this is my Hockey Training and Conditioning SportsMed 3 project. For the overview of my project, I worked with Ross to better his skating abilities. I also researched the proper skating technique and did a 2-week on and off ice program with Ross. I recorded Ross before and after the program to check for any improvement. This first picture is a great example of proper turning technique. The skater is leaning on his inside foot into the turn while keeping a wide base. The second photo is a great example of proper stride technique. The skater has his head up and is fully extending his leg when striding. The first thing we did in Ross's workout program was stretch. Some of the stretches included butterflies, toe touches, pull arm across and pull arm behind shoulder, jumping jacks, forward arm circles and backward arm circles, open gate and close gate, Frankensteins, lateral lunges, and stride lunges. During the making of this video, I did not have access to any of the videos I recorded of Ross doing any of these off-ice exercises. For his off-ice exercises, they included stride lunges with toe touches, one-legged squats, skater squats, balance board while stick handling, 360 lunges, sprints, lateral shuffles, and grapevines with exaggerated crossover. On-ice drills were the third element in my training and conditioning program. The drills consisted of regular skating to work on form, outside foot C-cuts to work on inside edge, inside foot C-cuts to work on outside edge, and some turning around cones to work on turning technique. I recorded Ross's first attempt for each of the drills to establish a baseline before we started the training program. For this first clip, we take a look at Ross's stride. If we slow it down, we can break down his technique and see what he's doing wrong. Ross does a pretty decent job at fully extending his leg, but if we pause it here, we can see that his leg is not fully extended. We can also see that he's pushing off with his toe instead of the center of his foot. Thirdly, we can see that his lead foot is not fully on the ice yet, and it almost looks as if he's trying to run instead of skate. In this second freeze frame, he has similar problems, but he does fully extend his leg. He is still pushing off with the toe of his foot and barely gets his lead foot down before he pushes off. The C-cuts are all about balance and edging. For Ross to get better at this, he just needs to lower his center of gravity and maybe tie his skates a little tighter. But this drill is all about trusting your edges, and it takes time. For Ross's turning, He did a great job on his left side. His base is wide and he's leaning on his inside foot. What he can work on is keeping his head up and turning his head to where he is going. For Ross's right hand turns, he needs to widen his base. He also can work on keeping his head up and looking where he's going. Again, Ross's left hand turns are pretty good and can use minimal improvement. His right hand turns are the same as the first. He needs to widen his stance so he can make a better turn. Since Ross was sick and I was not able to record his final progress, here are some photos of my form compared to Ross's.